So here we have three images that help us to explain what a solid, a liquid, and a gas would look like if we could imagine the tiny little molecules that are in them. When we look at a solid, all the molecules are really packed close together, and they don't do very much movement. Because they're packed together and they're quite still, they form what we call a solid. Lots of different things are a solid. This piece of paper is a solid. The desk I'm using is a solid. There we go. I've just used my blue to try and color in some of these molecule dots here to demonstrate how closely packed they are together. And they don't move around much. That's what makes a solid. I think what we're looking at here is a picture of an ice cube. So frozen water is a solid. We can demonstrate that with some students standing together as if they were molecules of a solid. So here we have molecules for a solid, packed tight together and standing still. Okay, here we have some liquid. This is a glass of water. So in this case, the water is in liquid form. And look at the molecules. There's still lots of them, but there's more space between each molecule. And these molecules, if we could see them, they're jiggling and moving around just a little bit more than they would in the solid form. So these molecules are a little bit further apart and kind of moving around a little bit. They kind of move around to make themselves liquid. So this state of matter is liquid. It's water. We can use some students who can demonstrate if they were molecules what they would look like if they were in the state of liquid. So now you guys are molecules in a liquid. There's a little more space between you and you're wiggling around a little bit. Liquid. And here we've got the last one. This is matter when it's in the state of gas. And here I am coloring the molecules here. And what we really notice compared to the solid or even compared to the liquid is that these molecules are quite far apart. And if we could see them moving, we would see that they're really jiggling and bouncing about. As they're far apart, bouncing and jiggling about, that forms them into a gas. And we can use some students to demonstrate if they were molecules what they would look like if they were in the state of being gas. So now you're gas molecules and you move around and you wiggle and you're far apart from each other. So there we go. We've got solid, tightly packed molecules, liquid, a little bit further apart and moving a little bit, and gas much further apart and jiggling around quite a bit. Solid, liquid, gas. Okay, so now that we have a little bit of a better understanding of the three forms or three states of matter, solid, liquid, and gas, we're going to be asked on this worksheet, what is it? Write the correct word under each picture. So, snow, that we can build a snowman out of. Is it in its solid state, liquid state, or gas state? Which one do you think a snowman would be? If you guessed solid, you're correct. Let's write that word in. Solid. Here's a glass of water. You can drink it with a straw. What state of matter would this water here in the glass be? Would it be a solid, a liquid, or a gas? Which one do you think? If you said liquid, you're right. Water is a liquid. Here we have a hot cup of tea or coffee or something, and we can see these steam coming off of it. It's the steam that we're interested in. that steam, is it in the state of being a solid, a liquid, or a gas? What do you think this steam coming up off this hot cup? If you said gas, you would be right. Here we've got some raindrops falling from the sky. What state of matter are these drops of water? Are they a solid, a liquid, or a gas? You can think of the puddle as well. Solid, liquid, or gas? What do you think? You said liquid, you'd be right. Here we have some ice cubes. That's frozen water. Ice cubes, what state of matter are they? Are they a solid, a liquid, or a gas? What do you think? You said solid, you're right. And here we have a kettle boiling on the stove. You can see the steam coming out of the spout. It's the steam we're interested in. Is that steam, is that solid? Is that liquid? Or is that gas? If you said gas, you're right. Okay, it says fill in the missing words. Number 1, when water is, we can drink it, wash with it, or swim in it. What fits on this missing line? Solid, liquid, or gas? The sentence should say, when water is liquid, we can drink it and wash with it or swim with it in it. Number 2, when water freezes into ice or snow, it is it a solid, a liquid, or a gas? It would be a solid. So when water freezes into ice or snow, it is solid. Number 3, when water is warmed, it goes into the air as a, think of these pictures. Think of evaporation. If you said gas, you'd be correct. When water is warmed, it goes into the air as gas. And that's what is it? Solid, liquid, or gas?